Well, Singy, as we come into this one, it's all about the sweep.
Yeah, and anytime there's a chance for the Bruins to come out, the pressure is definitely on. We'll see if they can find a way to salvage at least one in this series.
And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Just about set to go now. And today's starter, Gavin Williams.
Yeah, his ERA last year was a little worse than average, so definitely be looking for better results this season. You know, one of the keys is just being able to have a consistent delivery and to be able to repeat that delivery so you can hit the spots that you want to hit and have a higher chance of being successful.
And that is out of play. Check swing, and he went. And it's 0-2. Williams with some less than fantastic work on the hill lately. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate. Hitless in the first two games of the series. He's 0 for 8. That misses. 1-0.
Even the best pitchers of all time have had stretches where nothing was working for him on the mound. Maybe he needs to have his turn in the rotation skipped or something. Get his mind right to get back on track.
And another ball. That one misses, and that's ball 3. That to right. Brennan. And makes the grab. 2 down. Here's a look at Aaron Boone's lineup for the Yankees. And a big factor for them in recent games, Francisco Lindor.
Well, his teammates keep feeding him, and he keeps on eating. Top 5 in the American League in RBIs, and he's become a go-to guy you want to see at the plate. If you root for this team, he's the guy you want up there with runners on base right now.
Juan Soto now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. Soto with another scorching run of play lately. And that skips in the dirt.
We've gotten used to seeing him put together impressive stretches throughout his career, Boog. When he's going like he is right now, it's really fun to watch him.
Next pitch is downstairs. That one missing inside. Jose Ramirez on deck for the Yankees. 2 down, nobody on. Warning track, wall, and you can touch them all, baseball man. The Yankees score first. It's 1-0.
You can't ask for a better start than hitting a home run in your first at bat to give your team the lead. Oh, Boog, clearly some frustration out there on the mound right now. I mean, that ball was so close to going foul. Would have been a long strike, but instead, batter gets rewarded. Did a nice job of getting to the pitch and hitting it hard enough to get over the fence.
Jose Ramirez, the next to hit, takes outside. Ramirez with some impressive production lately.
You don't stick at the major league level unless you can string together consistently solid performances. Right now, he's showing it.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. And it's gone. His second homer of this series, and they add to their lead. It's 2-0.
Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
That one is absolutely belted. And that's got extra bases written all over it. Around first and hustling for second. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double. That extends his hitting streak to an even dozen, Singy. Do opposing pitchers start to take notice when a guy's on a roll like this?
Yeah, I think so, Boog. It's not like it changes the scouting report on a guy or anything like that too much, but you're aware of who's swinging the hottest bat, and that's definitely him right now.
Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate, and that one ripped to left, and he makes the catch. And that'll do it. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working, and it's 2-zip. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Back here with my pal Singy, and today's starter, Rhett Lauder. How about a report on him, Chris?
There's always a bit of a learning curve for rookie pitchers. You've got to get familiar with these big league hitters, and it's more of a chess match. But I think this kid's got good stuff and the potential to be great.
Now the left fielder, Stephen Kwan. First pitch misses.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Headed towards the corner. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. And it's a double to start the bottom of the first. Now the number 2 hitter, Will Brennan. 2 for 8 in the series so far. Hit in the air, left field. Merrill on his way over. Hauls it in, and there's one away. Throws to second.
Batting third baseman.
Here's the Guardians lineup now. A really frustrating showing for them in their last game. Lots of traffic on the bases, but they left a ton of runners on base. Couldn't cash in their chances, Chris.
They had plenty of chances. There's nobody to blame it on but themselves offensively. They just did a poor job converting in those situations. You have to figure out what's your plan going to be. Maybe watch some tape from the last game. Make the adjustments. So if you get those opportunities in this one, you've got a much better chance of scoring some runs.
Foul ball there.
Well, the best way to shake off yesterday's struggles is to get on the board early. They've got a guy in scoring position. They've got to find a way here to get him in.
Pulled the string on the changeup. Now it's the DH, Jhonkensy Noel. That clips a corner.
Here's a player known for playing better in day games, which is not always the case. I mean, day games are different, Boo. Things change from game times to your daily routine, but he sure makes the transition look easy.
Here's the 0-2. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. So they work around the leadoff double. Second inning coming up from Progressive Field. It's the Yankees 2 and the Guardians nothing. Back here in Cleveland, and here's the catcher, Yainer Diaz. Diaz, in his 3rd season, 26 years old. He's been on a terrific run at the plate, hitting over .350 in his last 10. Here comes the 0-1. Tried to check his swing there. Now an appeal to first, and he held up. The 1-1. Swing and a foul out of play. Singy wasn't very sharp in the first, got hit around a little bit, just wasn't able to locate particularly well. A lot of stuff in the fat part of the plate.
Yeah, Boog, he wasn't fooling anyone. It's a tough place to be because it's not always obvious what adjustments need to be made. Sometimes it's location, sometimes it's being too predictable. Sometimes you're tipping your pitches. He's going to need to figure it out quickly, though.
Next pitch way upstairs. On the ground to the left, Devers. One up, one down.
Batting 8th, center fielder Jackson Merrill.
And next for New York, Jackson Merrill.
This kid picked up in a trade. A lot was offered and given to get him, but he's got a real high ceiling.
In the air, left field. Makes the grab, and there's two gone.
Batting ninth, the designated hitter, number 17.
2 outs, base is empty. Now up as the Yankees DH.
He's been tearing it up at the plate recently. Can make it a 5-game hitting streak with a knock in this one.
Swung on, belted. That's back. That one is gone. He flexes his power with that swing, his second of the year, and they boost their lead. It's 3-0. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And, you know, there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow-through to drive it out of here.
Chisholm swings through that one as he comes to the plate for the 2nd time today. Swing and a miss, chased it out of the zone.
No ball, 2 strikes to a guy who's already 0 for 1 with the punch out. The only guy in the lineup with that strikeout, but you can't get too relaxed. You still got to make good pitches to get him out.
Hit hard on the ground to short. And that will end the inning. Another look at the long ball for the Yankees. It's now 3-0. Here in Cleveland,
Leading
bottom
off
of the
for the
2nd.
Guardians,
Lane Thomas
center
will make
fielder,
his way to the plate. Louder back to work. And that's a little bit high. Ball 1.
A 3-0 lead is great, but you can't get too comfortable. Got to stay aggressive, keep attacking hitters, try to cruise through this ball game.
Next pitch inside, and the count now 2-0. Gary Simmons, our plate umpire today, sort of has a reputation as a pitcher's umpire.
Yeah, a little bit of a wider zone than most, I'd say. And a wide zone can be tough to deal with as a hitter because you have to start expanding what you're looking for, covering both sides, and with the stuff pitchers have today, you're just not going to have a lot of success.
And there's one down. Louder with a stellar run lately on the mound, really carving up lineups. Stepping up for the Guardians, Travis Bazzana.
Some pitchers can go out there and rip off a month or 2 of incredible starts. And right now, it looks like he's in one of those grooves. Really fun to watch.
Outside corner, there's a strike. Foul ball still 0-2. Cut on and miss, struck him out. That K is his 3rd of the game.
Well, he's got great strikeout stuff on the mound, doesn't he? I mean, double-digit strikeouts in his last start, and he's just racking them up again in this one. This guy can really dominate a game out there. Not a fun assignment for any lineup.
Gabriel Arias stands in now and watches strike 1. Arias went deep in his most recent game. That one ripped. And it hits the fence. Throws to second.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and ripped it into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
Here's Brian Rocchio. Lifted in the air, right center field. Merrill pulls that one down, and that is that. One left for the Guardians. They trail it here 3-0. Welcome back, and take a look at some hot hitting in this series as we check out the numbers. First pitch swinging.
0-1 the count.
Judge working through some struggles lately. Judge rips that one way back there. That'll make it out of here. He'll circle the bases, his 11th of the year, and they add a run. It's 4-0. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. There was a fastball down the middle. I don't think the hitter recognized the pitch, but once he did, was quick enough to get it in play with some authority. He got that up and out of here.
Here's Juan Soto. He's already homered in this game. Into the outfield, base hit.
Now batting, third baseman, Jose Ramirez.
Man at first, nobody out. And up next for New York, Jose Ramirez. Clobber to right field, way back, gone. Another homer. His 2nd home run of the game, and they tack on to their lead. It's 6-0. That's their 5th homer of the game.
Man, they're all getting into the action. It's starting to feel like a home run derby up here. He got on plane with that high fastball, and look how his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Absolutely crushed that pitch.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Gavin Williams is done, and this is one he'd like to forget. Back with a new arm after this.
Now pitching
The
for the
Guardians going with a new pitcher, John Means.
Number 47.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
Bryce Harper to the plate, doubled in his first AB. And takes low for ball 1. Fouled off left side. Here's a 1-1. And there's a
that's
ball.
out.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
That
I
one
got
missed.
3-2.
Nobody out with 3 runs in already this frame. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Struck him out looking.
Really good battle right there, and that final pitch probably could have gone either way. He was hoping he'd get ball 4.
Now batting,
Instead, the umpire rings him up for the backwards
Lindor.
K.
Here's Francisco Lindor. 0 for 1 so far. Swings through that one. 0-1. Francisco
0-1.
Lindor at the plate. The Mets shortstop, originally drafted by Cleveland, and a guy with some serious power and an excellent defender. Comes up empty. 1 out, base is empty. And he can't come up with it. Still manages a throw.
Wise to just eat that. Otherwise, you risk throwing it
Now batting,
into the dugout.
catcher, Yainer Diaz.
Here's the catcher, Yainer Diaz. First time up, he grounded to third. Swing and a liner foul off to the right. Lindor stands at first with one out. Lindor on the move. Lifted to left center. Way back there, and that is gone. Their third home run of the inning. It's 8-0. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back.
Singy, this was a mammoth home run, over 460 feet, according to StatCast.
You know, Boog, there are only maybe 20 or so guys in the game that can hit a baseball that far, and it's absolutely crazy it's even that many. Such an impressive swing of the bat right there.
So one out, nobody on. And stepping in for the Yankees, Jackson Merrill. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. And a big swing and a miss. On the ground to Devers. 2 away.
Got him.
Now batting, number 17.
In now is the Yankees DH. He's already homered here in this one. Well struck right field. That's back there. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. They had the long ball working 3 times for a total of 5 runs. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Yankees 8 and the Guardians nothing. Back now at Progressive Field. Austin Hedges now. And Chris, his big strength is defense. But it is interesting, in today's world of baseball compared to when you played, a good defensive catcher is considered differently.
Whatever you get offensively is a bonus, but he's got to put the fingers down. He's got to present pitches to the umpire. They're going to help his pitcher get more strikes.
I think the other component is putting down the finger that the pitcher wants to throw and being on the same page. And that's something that this guy does really well. Gets in sync with his pitchers.
Oh, that slider down and away. It's just kind of a slow death. With 2 strikes, you're looking to protect. And halfway to the plate, you know you've committed, and you know you're going to have no chance of touching it. Tell you what, sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
Kwan, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Makes the grab for the second out.
Now batting, right fielder,
Will Brennan digs in for the Guardians. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. That one hit the knees for a strike. 2 outs, base is empty. Clips the corner. And that is strike 2. Out towards right center field. Judge really on his horse for this one. And the inning is over. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far.
Jazz Chisholm Jr.
Yeah, that's fouled off. You think back to 2017, and Cleveland set a major league record. 22 consecutive wins they had. It was capped off with a 10-inning walk-off win. Pretty amazing streak and a big part of the history of this yard. Pitch misses, and the count 1-2.
Boog, and I remember early in that season covering them and talking to their staff and players, and they didn't feel like they had really clicked yet. Now, when I went back to do some research, looking at metrics like base runs, I realized they weren't scoring runs at the rate in which the data was saying they should be at. So the numbers were saying it was just a matter of time until they would take off. Little did we know that it would convert into a 22-game winning streak, and it took the baseball world by storm.
I love when you talk nerd to me. And first offering is fouled off. All right, Siggy, trivia time. Back when this ballpark opened, 1994, one future Hall of Famer hit the first triple in the park, and another hit the first homer by a Cleveland player. Think you know who they were?
Okay, I know that Ken Griffey Jr. hit the first triple here, but first homer for Cleveland. Give me a hint.
Switch hitter, that's all you're getting.
Oh, dude. Eddie Murray, no doubt.
Bam! The Yanks up big in this one. Top half of inning number 4. Misses outside, and it's 3-2.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
And that's ball 4. Tried another slider, but it missed the plate.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
One gone, runner at first. And next for New York, Juan Soto. He has, as they like to say...
Let me guess, Boog. Light tower power?
That's right. Strike on the outside corner. 0-1.
I thought this was a fun note on Soto. In 2023, he hit home runs in Mexico, Canada, and the U.S. I don't think it matters where Soto plays. He's going to hit.
Oh, this one high and deep. Way back there. Leaping, and it's gone. He got just enough of that one. He's done it again. His second homer of the game. It's 10-0.
Well, he almost robbed the home run right there, and I tell you what, he'd love another crack at it. During batting practice, you always like to work on that, and so close, but that one was just out of his reach.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. That's as far as John Means will go, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher after this break.
Now pitching.
They go with one of their more experienced arms in this spot, Tim Hill.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Base is empty, one away. Here's the third baseman, Jose Ramirez. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Brennan puts it away for the out.
Now batting, the first baseman.
2 down,
Bryce
base is
Harper.
empty. Here's Bryce Harper, 1 for 2.
He's hitting for that pop. Came out of the gates really strong.
Fouled off to the right.
Looked like you got a little excited on that fastball. Got to think to yourself, you want to stay up the middle. That way, if you're a little bit early, you hit it out of the ballpark. If you're a little late, opposite field knock.
To the right side, and that one finds its way through. And that keeps the inning alive.
Another multi-hit game for him.
Now
He's been really hot lately. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock. And you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
Nice grab. From his knees, the throw. And they get the out. 2-run blast for the Yankees this inning. It's now 10-0. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been struggling.
Rafael Devers.
That one finds the zone, and that's strike one.
This is one of those times when you want to be aggressive. Go ahead and pitch to contact. Let the defense work behind you. You've got a nice, comfortable lead. Don't try to be too fine.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, every pitcher wants run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
Up next for the Guardians.
John Kenzie
Designated
Noel
hitter,
digs in for the
John
Guardians.
Kenzie
Struck out on just 3
Noel.
pitches last time.
Foul ball. Base is empty, one away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Inside, just missed. That one fouled off. And a breaking ball misses outside. Next offering upstairs.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Got him swinging.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more
Up next for the
fastballs in that
Guardians.
location. Hitters,
Center
especially
fielder,
with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Thomas in the box with 2 gone and takes a look at a called strike. In the air, left field. He's got it, and that is the 3rd out of the inning. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. Hill back to work. And that one hammered back there. And gone out to the deepest part of the field. He circles the bases. His 2nd home run of the game, and they add a run. It's 11-0.
Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
And up next for New York, Jackson Merrill. That's in there. It's 0-1. Merrill in his 2nd season, just 21 years old, and he was selected to the All-Star game last year. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in, and we're at the top of the 5th. That one down the line. Arias takes it to the bag. 1 away here in the 5th.
Now batting.
It's a good
Number
recovery, though, after
17.
giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
And now the DH. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Definitely not a pitch location you're expecting up there as a hitter when you know the guy's got a good sinker ball. If he can get in that location, boy, you've got to look top to bottom, and that's going to make it very difficult to hit.
1 down, base is empty. That's down and in. Just off the inside corner. 2-2. On the ground to 3rd. Zips it to 1st. Now 2 away.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced
batting,
exactly what he was
2nd
looking for.
baseman,
Ball on the
Jazz
ground.
Chisholm
Nice
Jr.
ground out.
So the batting order turns over. Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. 0 for 3 in this one. Swing and a high fly ball hit the air left center field. This one's got a chance. Kwan moving back. gone. A shot to the opposite field. It's their second home run of the inning, and they add on. It's 12-0.
Elevated fastballs, especially away, are like putting a ball on a tee. Hitters do a lot of cage work. They're comfortable hitting off the tees, and he was comfortable right there hitting that ball opposite field for a home run.
It's Aaron Judge now. Swing and a ground ball, and that's just foul. Judge waits. Swings through that one for strike two.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Fastball is outside. Battling here as he fouls it away.
Ball in.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
And the pitch.
The count's full.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
And that's ball four. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at-bat.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at-bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
So 2 down, and stepping in for the Yankees, Juan Soto. 3 for 3 with a pair of home runs and a single. Check swing called strike. 0-1. Judge off of first with 2 away. And that one lifted in the air center field. Thomas makes the grab, and that is that. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. Home half of the 5th coming up. You're dialed into the show. Well, this game isn't very close, Siggy. Let's see if we got any messages from those tuning in today.
I know we got some good stuff in there.
Did you collect baseball cards?
You know, when I was a kid, I used to put them in my back pocket.
Fly ball, pretty well struck right field. Way back there. And that ball is out of here. His first homer in the majors, and they're going to have to send somebody to get that ball for him.
Always such a special moment. You know this is one of the biggest thrills of his life. He's got to be floating around the bases right now.
Yeah, he'll remember every detail of that at-bat for years, as he should. It's a true once-in-a-lifetime event.
Now, Boog, there's so many times when a young player might wonder if he's ever even going to get to the big leagues and do something like this. Well, he doesn't have to wonder anymore. Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
Gabriel Arias digs in for the Guardians. And a foul ball. So my dad told me that he had a bunch of Mickey Mantle rookie cards and a whole bunch of valuable cards, and his mom tossed them because, what did she know? So I made my mom keep all my baseball cards, and I really don't have any that are valuable. And that story stunk by me. Anyway. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
And now, Brian Rocchio. Ball 1, no strikes.
Counts 1-0.
Ground ball up the middle. Oh, great stop. Over to first. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
Well, fortunately, they've got a big lead on the scoreboard, so that error shouldn't hurt too much. But you have to be careful about losing concentration in a game like this. It can be an easy trap to fall into.
Man at first, Austin Hedges digs in for the Guardians. And the pitch is outside, ball one. Swing and a pop-up, foul at a play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. The 1-1 is fouled off. And a ground ball to first. Steps on the bag for one. Puts the tag on him, and it's a double play. Bang, bang play, and the inning is over. One scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. 5 innings complete. Back after this on the show. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Trevor Stephan. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again.
Number 37, Trevor Stephan.
Now it's Jose Ramirez. The way he's going in this one, we've been waiting for his spot to come around again.
All right, listen, everyone, stop what you're doing right now. This guy's got 2 home runs already. Now he's going for number 3.
Fastball almost got him there.
Oh, the adrenaline's pumping right there. Pretty good fastball. Unfortunately, it got away from him. He's going to have to corral things a little bit.
In the air, right field, pretty well struck. That ball's carrying. Just missed it.
Up next for the Yankees, first baseman.
And now it's Bryce Harper to the plate. The first overall pick back in 2010. Swung on, popped up left side. Hedges settles underneath it, and there's 2 away.
Good hard fastball up in the zone right there. They look really good coming in, but so hard to get on top of as a hitter.
2 outs, base is empty. And now it's Frankie Lindor. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. And first offering is fouled off. And you played behind guys, and they loved having your speed out there defensively. One of the things that we talk about is how much pitchers enjoy having those elite defenders behind them.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Boog, and the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either. Hitting-wise, you can struggle, you can lose your mechanics, but the thing that you can do consistently every single game is play great defense if you're talented in that way, and this is what this guy does.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1, 2, 3. Yanks held in check, but don't shed a tear. They're up 12-1. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now here is Stephen Kwan.
Stephen Kwan.
Chris, he's currently the team leader in stolen bases. Strike 2.
Well, he just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Judge getting an angle on it. Brings it in, and there's 1 away.
Now batting, right fielder.
So digging in, Will Brennan. 0 for 2 in this one. Popped Foul out of play off to the right. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Diaz hauls it in, 2 away.
Now batting, third baseman, Rafael.
2 down,
Devers.
bases empty. Now it's Devers at the plate. Devers, the baby-faced assassin.
The offense needs to start showing some fight against this starter. He's doing a thing out there. They're going to have to push back at some point and make him work a little bit harder.
In there at the knees for a strike. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Picks up strikeout number 7. Offense held in check there. 7th inning coming up. Yankees 12 and the Guardians 1. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. There's a swing and a drive. And that's a foul ball. Next pitch is outside. And that one is lifted in the air. Thomas on his way in. Got it. Covered plenty of distance there. And there's one down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Merrill in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. Swings through that one for strike 1. Bases empty, 1 away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swings and lines one towards the gap. Could be extra bases. Around first, digging for 2. The throw in. Not going to get him. He's in there.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Put a pretty good
17.
jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer, and he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
Now up as the Yankees DH. Fought off foul. Merrill, the runner at second with 1 away. And ball 1. Activity in the bullpen. Cade Smith up and loosening in the pen. Junis getting cranked up as well. That's a base hit. Coming home. Here's the throw to the plate. And he's in there. And a run comes in to score.
Comes through with the RBI. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
And here is Jazz Chisholm Jr. Swinging a foul straight back. One out and a runner at second. That one ripped, but foul.
Nope. Outside.
That one ripped right center field. This one looks like trouble. Runner from second scores as they add on.
Now batting, right fielder.
Man
Aaron
at second
Judge.
with one away. Aaron Judge stepping in now for the Yankees. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. Gone. Another homer. He's done it again. His second homer of the game. And they add a couple more. It's 16-1. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I could feel that swing from the booth.
Chris, that ball came out hot. So let's see what StatCast has to say.
Yeah, it really did, Boog. 111 miles per hour off the bat and a really nice launch angle as well. Just a beautiful swing from start to finish.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he will make a move to dip into the Guardians bullpen. Trevor Stephan will depart, and as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back.
Now pitching
Tim
for the
Herron
Guardians.
will take over here.
Well, they need someone
Number
to stop
29.
the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
One down. And next for New York, Juan Soto. Swings and misses. And it's 0-1.
0-1's
Part
the
of the
count.
order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Misses
No,
inside. And the count is 1-1. Still only one out here in the inning. Next
That's
pitch is outside.
Nope. That's inside.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. Pretty well struck. Kwan moving back. And out of here. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. That's his third home run of the game. And they add to their lead. It's 17-1. Zingy, he's been red hot.
Yeah, another big swing of the bat for him. Man, he is really seeing the ball well in this one. He's putting on quite the show at the dish here in this one, and he's just so locked in with this swing, and he's just not missing right now. A 3-homer game, man, it's so special. And I tell you what, it's a lot of fun watching him pull it off as well.
One out, base is empty. Here's Jose Ramirez. And that's outside. The lefty, the 1-0. And there's a foul ball. Up the middle, leaps, and he's got it to first. And that's a great play for the out.
Now batting, the first baseman, Bryce Harper.
2 outs, base is empty. So here is Bryce Harper. And that's in for a strike. Oh, and 2 now as he swings through it. Breaking
One
ball
ball,
misses down
two
and
strikes.
away. And he grounds one to the right side. Oh, he gloves it, throws from his knees. It's there, and that's a great play.
Making it look easy at the keystone position. Definitely worth another look. He'll get some high fives when he gets into the dugout.
And we're back. Bottom of the inning. Now it's the Guardians
Designated
DH,
hitter,
John
John
Kenzie
Kenzie Noel.
And the first offering a fastball for a strike.
Well, no base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard, because that just compounds things. It makes the slump even longer. Never seems to help. Never helped me.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Wow, short work to send him packing to start the inning, and no messing around
Now
either.
batting,
All three pitches were in the strike zone, attack mode all the way, and that's pretty impressive given the pop he was dealing with at the plate.
Thomas, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike one. Check swing, called strike.
So what we're seeing is a lineup that's just out of sync with the pitcher. They're guessing wrong, and their timing's off.
In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Merrill gets under it. He makes the catch, and there's two down.
This pitcher's done a good job of disrupting the hitter's timing with a mix of pitches and
Number
changing
39.
speeds. You want to keep that front foot inconsistent for the batter. Their swings are hesitant, and that's exactly what you want on the mound.
And a foul ball. Just missed. Way out front for strike two.
One ball, two strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's his 9th strikeout so far. This one pretty well decided at this point. 8th inning coming up. The Yankees lead this one 17-1. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule.
Shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
Herron back to work. Swing and a high fly ball right field. That one back, that one on its way, and it's gone. His 7th home run of the season, and they tack one on the board. It's 18-1.
Elevated fastballs, especially away, are like putting a ball on a tee. Hitters do a lot of cage work. They're comfortable hitting off the tees, and he was comfortable right there hitting that ball opposite field for a home run.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he will make a move to dip into the Guardians bullpen. Tim Herron gives way. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound.
Now pitching for
Kate
the
Smith
Guardians.
gets the call from the pen.
They
Number
know that he can
36.
get a right-hander out, but he's in position to face a couple of lefties this inning.
Yainer Diaz stepping in now for the Yankees. And that one
Outside, that's
just
a ball.
misses. A ball and no strikes. Smith, the tall righty, 25 years old, and he was born in Canada. Up and in, and that's ball two. And there's a ball. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in, and we're in the top of the 8th. swing and a miss.
So hard to touch. Being at the top of the zone, 99, 98, even 97. As pitchers do such a good job of teasing that part of the zone, just elevating a little bit. It looks good because you see it for a good while as a hitter. Looks
Now
juicy, and by the time you
fielder,
swing, it's
Jackson
almost in
Merrill.
the catcher's mitt.
Jackson Merrill stepping in now for the Yankees. 1 for 4 with a double. Drilled out towards left center field. That's back. And out of here. So he goes the opposite way with that one. Second home run of the inning for him. It's 19-1.
Always scary for a pitcher when a guy can take a fastball down the middle and hit it to the opposite field. No holes in a swing like that, and that time that ball was hit hard.
So 1 out, nobody on. Next is the designated hitter. Cracks his bat and pops him up. Smith makes the play. 2 away.
Now batting, second baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr.
2 down, bases empty. Here's the second baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr. Swing, and all the bat went flying there. Next pitch is outside. And the sweeper is off the plate. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. That one missed.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Aaron Judge on deck, already 2 homers in the game.
Huge impact in this one so far, and you know he'd like to make some noise in this inning as well. Oh, looking for a swing and miss right there, or for the ump to help him out and make a call with that last pitch, but neither happened. Close pitch, but a good take to earn that walk.
Looks like we've got a substitution at first. On to pinch run, Luis Angel Acuna.
Luis Angel Acuna.
Judge, the next to hit, takes ball 1. And another ball. Acuna off of first with 2 away. And that's outside. Juan Soto waits on deck. Two outs. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, a good day for the on-base percentage right there. Walk number 3, and the free bags keep on coming. You down with OBP, Booth?
And now it's Juan Soto. And a chance to make some history here, Chris.
Yeah, he's homered 3 times so far, and now he gets another chance, at least we think. We'll see if the pitcher gives him anything to hit. It's so rare to see a 3-homer performance, but even more special for that player to get another chance at the plate to do it again for 4.
Crushed to right. This one's got a chance. Out of here. Home run. And he's gone yard again. His 4th home run of the game. It's 22-1. Singy, the ball is jumping off his bat.
Yes, it is. Tons of loud contact. Man, it's been impressive. Wow, this is awesome. I mean, a 4-homer game. They're just so rare. They're so special and just so tough to pull off as well. Everything has to line up for you, but of course, you got to make it happen too. And these are the types of performances that people just don't forget, and it's definitely going to live on in history.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Cade Smith done for the day.
Now pitching.
So
for
Cleveland
the
brings on a new reliever, Jacob
Number
Judas.
16.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
So 2 away with nobody on. So now the Yankees cleanup hitter, Jose Ramirez. No question about this one. It's out of here. They go back-to-back. His 3rd home run of the game. It's 23-1.
Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one. And you know he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side, as a hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly. It's not what they were looking for when they turned to him, but now he's got to find a way to reset.
So Harper stands in. Just missed. Just missed.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
That one misses. And now 3-0. Francisco Lindor would be next if they can extend the inning.
And he's homered already, so I'm sure he'd love a chance to do some more damage here.
Next pitch in for a strike. And now 3-1. And there's ball 4.
Ball 4. Take your base.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
And it's fouled away. The shortstop takes the ball.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Breaking ball misses down and away. Pitch misses there, and that's ball 3.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score.
Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. So in the end, 10 come to the plate, 6 of them come around to score. Last half of the 8th coming up. The Yankees lead it 23-1. Luis Angel Acuna comes on defensively now as he takes over as the new second baseman.
Number 14.
So in now for Cleveland, Gabriel Arias. And that's a little high. Louder still out there to pitch the 8th and working with a big lead.
He's been excellent, really on his game in this one, and at this point.
Swing, and this one's blasted. It's got a chance. Pulls it in on the warning track. Is there a debate to be had about shutting him down, maybe to preserve some bullets given the score?
Absolutely. When you consider over the course of a long season, guys putting a lot of stress on that elbow, on that shoulder, but you also have to pry the ball out of a hand of a guy like this because he's so competitive.
He swings and fouls one off. One down, base is empty. And that one fouled off. Next pitch is inside, and that's ball one. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the same page right now.
Austin Hedges stands in. This guy, one of the best defensive catchers going. You talk about framing, the ability to block, catch, and throw. He is at the top of the game. And a swing and a miss.
Really good athlete, and many times we talk about, you know, the feet of infielders. This catcher as well, really quick feet. He's able to recognize the pitch, see the trajectory, and get into a spot where he can block those balls and keep them from going to the backstop.
Outside with a breaking ball.
Really impressive with the way he frames, the way that he sets it up, because sometimes those pitches are off the plate, but because he sets up and presents it so well, he steals strikes for his pitcher.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And he keeps putting up the Ks. That's number 11. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule.
Catcher, Diamond Diaz.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Jackson Merrill stepping in now for the Yankees.
Number 28, Austin Wells.
Out in front with the swing, and that is strike one.
0-1's the count.
On the ground. Dives, and he can't hang on. No throw, and they can't get the out.
Now batting, number 17.
And next is the designated hitter. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That's back there. And that is gone. And that should quiet this home crowd. His second home run of the game, and they tack on 3. It's 26-1. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. That one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, he made him pay.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Jacob Junis out of the game.
Now pitching
Paul
for the
Sewall
Guardians.
takes over on the mound.
Number
And with
34.
the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Back to the top of the order now. Luis Angel Acuna stepping in now for the Yankees. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Nobody out with 3 runs in already this frame. Here at the top of the ninth. Ripped to third and caught.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Judge stands in now, looks at that one inside. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Emmanuel Clase, the closer, is getting loose. And Judge spoils that one. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. And no one can get there. Around first, heading for 2. And he'll pull into second safely.
Up next for the Yankees, left fielder Juan Soto.
Juan Soto now trying to do what no player has ever done at this level. Looking for his 5th homer of the game.
I never thought I'd see this moment. I mean, this is unbelievable. This guy gets a chance to hit his 5th home run. Whether he does it or not, this next at bat's a pretty special one.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Judge, the runner at second with 1 away. That misses. Ball 2.
2-0 count to a guy like this at the plate. You've got to throw a pitcher's pitch. Don't just try to get a strike. He could make you pay.
The next offering misses. 3-0. Swing and a pop-up. Hedges under it. Makes the grab. And there's 2 away.
That was a good hard fastball with some nice ride up in the zone right there. Hitter looked like he was on it, but I think that velocity at the end just beat him. Instead of a line drive or something hit deep, it's a pop-up and an easy out for the defense.
And that one in the air center field. Thomas makes the catch. And that is that. But the biggest swing of the inning comes right here, a 3-run homer. On now to the bottom of inning number 9. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Now into the game, Austin Wells. He takes over behind the plate.
Catching. Number 28.
Back to the top of the order. Stephen Kwan digs in for the Guardians. 1 for 3.
Left fielder Stephen Kwan.
Right through there for a strike.
I mean, his pitch efficiency, ability to get ahead in the count, at times pitch to contact, let the defense work behind him. That's why he's still in the game here in the 9th inning.
Next offering upstairs. You just don't see it that much anymore. A guy being this efficient and getting this deep into the game.
I wonder if he's going to be able to close it out. There's just something about that 9th inning. But being at under 100 pitches, he's still got plenty of fuel left in the tank.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. 1 away.
Now batting, right fielder.
And up next for Cleveland, Will Brennan. And the first pitch is drilled in the air out to center. Merrill corrals it. And a couple of quick outs.
Now batting, third baseman, Rafael.
Last out for the Guardians in this one. Devers now 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. That is upstairs for ball 1.
Well, it's been a very impressive outing so far. His command has been a big part of it. Even when he misses outside the strike zone, which is exactly what a pitcher wants.
And that's in there for a strike, and now it's even. Two down, nobody on. Here in the last half of inning number 9. High fly ball out towards left field. And a foul ball. That one ripped. And a foul ball. Louder is just one strike away. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that is the ball game.
It seemed like from the first pitch of this ball game, this guy was going to get it done. A quality start. Who knew he'd throw a complete game and get the victory? But an excellent job of continuing to just throw what the catcher put down. He navigated through this ball game, a jam here, a jam there, but ultimately it was an outstanding outing.
So this one got a little out of hand, and the road team picks up the win and picks up a sweep. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon for the next